Range is arguably the most important metric of any electric EV, and makers are quick to adopt to that trend. A couple years back, only about 15 models offered in the US were above the 483 kilometer range threshold, and now there are already 33 that exceed it on the EPA cycle. The US Department of Energy has compiled a list of EVs with the best autonomy, and it's topped by the Lucid Air Grand Touring with its impressive 830 kilometers. Granted, real-world conditions vary depending on where you live, your driving habits, and the whims of Mother Nature, but the vehicles on our list are here to ease your range anxiety and reduce the number of stops you'll need to make on your cross-country EV adventures. Many of these models offer multiple powertrain and battery options, but the list features the longest range version of each vehicle. Lucid Air is the reigning champ, though with a price tag that might cost some shock at over $80,000. Luxury meets performance with this one, and if you really want one, now is the best time. Lucid has a handful of 2023 models left in inventory, with some juicy discounts on offer. The Hyundai Ioniq 6 shines brightly with an MSRP of 36,000 euros and 581 kilometers of range. Plus, there's a 7,000 euro retail bonus cash offer to replace the lost EV tax credit on all 2024 Ioniq 6 trims, bringing it down to just over 28,000 euros. Arguably the best range per dollar you can currently get in the US. And the 7 people will be right now always pushing these into mid times. This is a Southeast, and it's brand new. It's 70 million off civil lots of over 65,000 euros. Tesla's new Model 3 starts just shy of 36,300 euros for 438 kilometers of range. But the long-range version, starting just under 42,900 euros, stretches out to 549 kilometers. Keep an eye out for potential price cuts. Europe already started discounting Model Y, and it was a game too. The Fisker Ocean may be a newcomer, but it has an intriguing backstory and decent specs. The Fisker Ocean's top extreme trim level boasts 579 kilometers of range, dual motor drive, a solar roof, and a 0 to 97 kilometers per hour sprint of just 3.7 seconds. Despite a rocky start, the Chevy Blazer EV is winning hearts with a decent range, a mid-size SUV format, and an inviting vibe for mainstream buyers. The rear-wheel drive R trim offers 521 kilometers, while the all-wheel drive versions promises 449 kilometers. And finally, Kia makes the list with the 2024 EV6, starting at 39,700 euros with 373 kilometers of range, while the long-range RWD version with 499 kilometers of range starts at almost 432,900 euros. If you're in the market for an electric car and range is a top priority, 2024 has plenty of exciting options. From luxury to affordability, there's an EV from every taste and budget. And of course, the EV landscape is constantly evolving, with several new models slated for launch this year, and automakers pushing the boundaries of battery technology. Expect to see this list grow even longer.